Welcome back to the channel. As a kid, I loved cars, especially Hot Wheels. So in this video, I will show you how to make the perfect wallpaper for your iPhone or Samsung or any other Android or iOS devices you may have using AI generative art tools like MidJourney. Why I am covering cars is basically there is a trick that allows you to get the whole car in the frame since the mobile devices we use are mostly tall rather than wide. I will then show you the prompt formula, which you can use to get randomized prompts from Chat GPT or Google Bard. Once you learn and understand the formula, you can customize it to your favorite car, color, location, etc. You can use the prompt formula to generate prompts and use that in any AI art generator that suits you. But for this video tutorial, I would be using MidJourney. Also, I would be using Stable Diffusion to upscale the images. All the images with their seed and prompts will be in the Google Drive link in the description below. So let's dive into the issue and the solution. Most of the flagship mobile devices are now tall. So we need to go with the tall aspect ratio. We will 4x upscale the resolution, so that is not a problem. The problem is that there is no problem if you generate the car wallpapers in a wide aspect ratio. But there is a problem when applying it to the phone. Take a look at this sample. The image is beautiful, but when you apply it on the phone, it will look like this. Even if you move the image to the left, still the part of the car would be cut. Now you might say generate images with a tall aspect ratio. Well, this is what happens with MidJourney when you do that. This is better, but you will still struggle to perfect it. Moving the image either way doesn't help as well. So we want to change the prompt that gives results like this one. Or something like this. From the batch of 4 sets, you are guaranteed to get at least 1 or 2 that is perfect. I am not saying the prompt formula is infallible, but it is way better. So the first thing I would be using is the default MidJourney, which is version 5.1, S value 750 and Q value 2. The aspect ratio I would be using is 9:16. It would cover most of phones. Now let's look at the basic formula that we put in Google Bard or Chat GPT. Any prompt formula starts with, let me give you the formula for the prompt, which is the prompt formula, and then ends with, put the suffix AR9:16 without quotation at the end of the sentence. Do you understand the formula? Now here, I usually like Bard or Chat GPT to put the suffix that's --AR and aspect ratio. If you want to do that manually, don't put the suffix sentence. Now, look at the prompt formula I created for the car wallpapers. Remember that the chatbot randomizes everything inside the bracket, and everything else is usually static. If you want anything via the generative AI realistic, always start with a photo of. Here I have given only a few options like a vintage, hot rod, Hot Wheels, luxury, or sports. Then, I have added a comma and added the text named the car, bracket closed. The AI will choose one of these parameters along with the name of it. Yeah, the formula is long. Don't worry. It is included in the text file in the zip link in the description below, so you can copy and paste it. Let's focus on the first bracket. So here, the AI randomly chooses, for example, vintage Volkswagen Beetle 1970. Or maybe a 1937 Ford Coupe hot rod. Hot Wheels Lamborghini Aventador 2012. Or the AI might choose a sports Ferrari LaFerrari 2013. Ferrari LaFerrari, wow! That had a nice ring to it. Or lastly, it might choose a luxury car. Continuing with the prompt. I used the keyword a replica of a toy car. You may avoid this, but it just works better along with other keywords that we use in the prompt, like detailed miniatures and toy camera style. I want to make things small to fit the aspect ratio. The following 3 keywords, zoomed out view, full body view, and centered, are also essential. Combining all these reduces the RNG factor for getting a half-cut car. In the formula, I have added the year, which the AI chooses automatically. But here, in brackets, you have to mention in reference to the car up to a specific year. This will tell the AI to select a card and mention the year of the car, to be precise. The next thing I like to do is mention weather conditions in brackets. This randomizes the weather. Here, the AI would only choose a weather condition, which will define the overall wallpaper. But if you want to complicate things, you may also write bracket open season comma and then weather condition in reference to the season bracket closed. The AI would here choose a season and then a weather condition as per that season. Let's see some samples of adding weather to the formula. In this image, the AI defined the weather as a crisp winter day. For this one, the AI chooses the season autumn and the day as cloudy. A red 1950 Mercury Coupe hot rod, beautiful. The weather was defined as a light snowfall. For this blue 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air hot rod, the weather was defined as rainy weather. The next bracket is very subjective. Here I suggest you put whatever you want. Urban or natural scenic locations will give you exactly that. Further on, the next set of brackets will make the AI define the location with 5 adjectives and 4 verbs. Let me show some samples. Look at this luxurious Rolls-Royce Phantom. The backdrop is an urban cityscape in London. It has used adjectives to describe the location, such as at a prestigious urban location in London, known for its timeless elegance, sophistication, and rich history, parked outside a grand mansion, exuding luxury and refinement. Another urban example is the Lamborghini Aventador from the year 2022, racing through the urban jungle of Tokyo, Japan, with its neon-lit skyscrapers, speedy bullet trains, bustling crowds, vibrant billboards, and intricate networks of highways, racing at twilight, with glowing city lights reflecting in the cloudy skies. So you can see how you make the AI use adjectives and verbs to give the entire wallpaper a very different look and feel. Let's look at an example of a natural landscape as a backdrop. The prompt here just says photo of a 1950 hot rod, the Grand Canyon, vast, deep, colorful, awe-inspiring, at dawn, with overcast skies. And the last one, a 2022 Hot Wheels in the Amazon rainforest, lush, green, mysterious, at night, with cloudy skies. The next bracket, to be honest, is a hit or a miss. You might try using weights, but the prompt in this style barely gives the correct view angle. If you want to focus and get more control over the angle, then try shifting the view right at the top. For example, it would say a front view photo and then the regular prompt. However, only 1 out of 4 images might be front view. I have tried using weights, and I have the same result. If you remove the brackets and type in the keyword front facing the camera, you get better results, like 2 out of 4. Let's go to the back a bit to the bracket, which defines the timing of the day. Notice here I have referenced skies to the weather condition. If you want a specific time, just put that and remove the bracket. You can keep the skies dynamic or define them. Remember, whenever you are custom defining the prompt formula, consider the entire formula. The weather condition must match the season you choose and the location. The next bracket defines the DSLR or mirrorless camera brand and lens in reference to the camera model AI chooses. I have used a very different style of lighting to be used for the car photography. These are usually used for car photo shoots. You can check out what each one does to fine-tune the overall image. Toy camera style refers to a style of photography that mimics the effects produced by low-end cameras, also known as toy cameras. But nowadays, most digital cameras have this effect built in as a filter style in post-processing after taking the photo. I used high contrast to give the photo deep shadows, bright highlights, and strong lines and shapes. The contrast in photography refers to the difference in brightness between the lightest and darkest areas in an image. And I have used the typical standard render models and the other static keywords, which are hyper-realistic, vivid colors, vibrant, dreamy bokeh, and sharp focus. These are all self-explanatory. Once you understand the formula, you can make your prompt using this formula, customizing anything you want. Let me give you an example. The following images use the same formula but with custom elements. The prompt goes as a futuristic Hot Wheels car racing on a glassy, reflective surface amidst towering icebergs under the ethereal glow of the Aurora Borealis, with cinematic lighting, bokeh, and toy camera style rendered in Unreal 5 for a photorealistic 32K image. This one is a classic, a 1930 Ford model, a hot rod, zoomed out view, full body view, centered, cinematic lighting, bokeh, toy camera style, miniature, night, isolated on the serene beaches of Seychelles during a calm twilight, sharp focus, octane render, photorealistic, 32K. Notice how I have changed the lighting here. Always play around. MidJourney might surprise you. To conclude, I hope this video was fun and helpful. I have taken the liberty of upscaling around 70 car wallpapers for your iPhone and Android devices. The zip file will include the prompts with the seed and the images. Due to the upscaled images, the zip size is around 1.3 gigabytes approximately. By the way, all the images showcased in the video are actual screenshots from an iPhone 14 Pro. Until next time.
If you have watched till here, thanks. Please like and subscribe, and hit the bell notification to receive a notification as soon as we upload a new video.